My evil grandpa gave me $8 million for my inheritance. My family tried to steal it, so here's what I'm going to do to them.
$8 million? That's like 380 jet skis.
And Sam, so this is a story that we did read way back
the
initial
when?
part. Now we have a big update. We're going to go through it all and see what happens.
Okay, I'm excited for this big update.
So I, female 19, have an estranged grandpa, more or less. He's my dad's father, but my dad hardly had a relationship with him. I have 2 other siblings, one younger, 13, and one older, 26. It's quite an age range. My grandma divorced my grandpa when my dad was only 10, so he lived with just my grandma his whole life in a different state and didn't see him. And when he got older, he saw him a little more, and my grandpa started coming around a little bit more as well. He'd stay for a week at a time and then go home to his house. He was an old, bitter man, to be honest. He never got remarried and lived his whole life in his coastal town with the same friends he's had his whole life. He wasn't pleasant to be around and could hold grudges longer than anyone I've ever met.
Nice.
But regardless of this, he was filthy rich. He owned a successful business that he sold for $1 million. He retired after selling, but his house sits on an island as well as being the biggest piece of land on the island. So he sold that for well over $3 million.
Man has an island?
Dude, he's just Midas. Like everything he touches is turned into gold. I was never close with my grandpa, but I took after his sister, who is a registered nurse, and he adores her. He always told me that he was proud to see me follow in her footsteps. He died a few months ago, and since then, my family has been torn apart. He left everything to me.
Everything? Oh my God, that's
everything.
So much money. How old is OP again?
19.
Shit.
He essentially liquidated what ended up being close to $8 million.
Holy shit.
I was shocked.
I can imagine.
That's
OP,
fair.
That is a fair reaction.
Yeah. I didn't and still don't know what to do with the money, but I'm going to save it.
After you buy 280 jet skis.
Yes. My dad and stepmom, as well as my siblings, are hounding me to split the money with them, and I just can't do it.
I mean, it is OP's money, but your family ain't gonna be too happy about that.
My dad has a drinking problem, and he never said anything nice about his dad, my grandfather. Despite him being bitter, my grandpa actually bought my dad a $300,000 house. My dad would 100% drink away any money given to him.
You can drink away millions? Like, are you buying nothing but like bottles of, I mean, even bottle of Grey Goose, bro. Like,
go higher than Grey Goose, bro.
Sure. I mean, like you could get like a wine from like 1892, but like, dude, just like can get drunk off
$2 Chuck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to be a drunk, do it right.
As far as my siblings, my brother has full financial support from my grandma as he is the favorite and he's very wasteful and ungrateful. He never talks to me and is always very mean to me when he does. My little sister is the only person I've actually considered. She's very young and that's really the only thing stopping me. Her mom is money oriented and would take that money from her. So I'm waiting until she turns 18 and I offered to pay for her college. So
what is that? Like 40 grand?
Yeah. Wow. Like thanks for like my mid-tier degree, sis. God, where's my mansion? Now my family is telling me I'm unfair and the money does not belong to me and I'm not deserving of it. It's in the will, sweetie. Sorry. Saying that I'm too young and I will waste it on cars and clothes. I don't agree, and now they're all threatening to cut me off and never speak to me or even sue me if I don't give them all a chunk of the money. I don't know what to do, and I'm buckling under the pressure here. I've already had 2 police officers out to my house because my dad is claiming I stole the money from him. Everything was through an attorney. I don't know if I did anything wrong legally, but morally, I don't know. So am I the a-hole? Sam, we have our long-awaited update, but first, give me a quick download of...
I mean, all right, a couple things. I think the grandpa did this on purpose based on his personality. I think he's just trying to make it hard for the family and just destroy the family on his way out. 2, I I think honestly, OP is kind of faced with a choice. Like, do they want to keep the relationship they have with the family or keep the money? Because I don't like low key. I think that the family is will cut OP off.
Yeah. You're basically at that point forced to make that decision. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the update?
Sam, we talk about a lot of really hard situations on this podcast.
Oh, baby, the hardest.
And Sam, that's not the only thing that we need hard in this world.
Fellas, if you're trying to play a little game of hide the zucchini and you want that zucchini to be nice, firm, and strong, I think you're going to want to hear about our next sponsor.
We are working with Blue Chew, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Chew tablets. It is the best option to get your wiener stiff.
And you might be like, oh, I don't need it. But hey, you never know until you try. You could already be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but what if you were Superman? What if you were Tom Brady throwing spirals every freaking day in the bedroom?
That's right, guys. Blue Chew wants you to have better sex.
And I do too, personally.
We want your dongs rock hard. Discover all your options at bluechew.com. Just chew it and do it, baby.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code OKOP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. I'm like free, like actually free. That's bluechew.com, promo code OKOP to receive your first month free.
Come on.
Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And I just want to thank Blue Chew one more time for sponsoring this podcast and making the hard things hard and our life easy.
Oh, yes. Back to the episode.
Update time. First off, thank you to everyone for the advice. It was greatly appreciated. It's been almost a month since my post, so I figured I'd try to update and clarify a few things. My family and I have tried reaching out to get my father help. He's declined. Giving him money or even bribing him with money to get help won't work like some of you suggested. It's already been tested literally not even 3 months ago. 2, my brother is fully supported by my grandparents despite being almost 30, and they have never done anything close to that for me. Therefore, I don't feel it was necessary to give my brother anything as he had a very bad relationship with my grandpa and only came around after he passed away. 3, my mother wasn't included in the story because I didn't think it was necessary. She's worked 3 jobs her whole life to support my brother and I because my dad was negligent and threatened her, so she never got child support. She's always supported and provided for us, even though my dad has always made double what she has. I guess, I don't know. It's not clear yet if she's going to give her money, but I'm kind of assuming from that she'll take care of her.
Yeah.
4, I didn't ask for his money. I didn't have any previous knowledge. I was even in the will. I was upset when he passed away because we had always been a bit closer than him and the rest of my siblings/family. 5, my grandfather bought my dad a very nice house. He didn't have to, but he did. My dad never said thank you. He simply doesn't keep it clean and does not take care of it. He doesn't deserve the money after everything that's been given/done for him. With all that being said, here is what I have chosen to do.
I'm so excited to see.
I set up an account for my little sister with enough money for a 4 to 6 year degree, a car, and a down payment on a house.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's a lot.
I donated a sum of it to charities, bought myself a new car, and put the rest away into CDs, which are kind of like interest earning savings accounts, that I can't touch for another 4 years unless I pay fees to withdraw the money. That is a shockingly smart decision for
Super smart.
Like, just in terms of not being tempted to blow it, I think is brilliant. I plan to renew these accounts every few years or until I absolutely need it. Again, thank you to everyone. I was scared, lost, and overwhelmed. I couldn't have done this without all the support and advice I was given.
Wow. I mean, I feel like OP is making the right decision for sure, but
man,
what a tough one. Like I feel like it's gonna create even bigger rift within the family.
Totally. I'm very curious to know what all of you think. Please let us know in the comments. Was OP the a-hole or not? Was any of the family members the a-hole or not? Let us know why. Ultimately, what do you think is the put a bow on it for us?
I don't think OP is the a-hole. I think they kind of were like faced with a choice. Like, do they want to keep their family or do they want to keep the money? And the money is rightfully theirs.
Yeah.
But I think OP was like, okay, my family's kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take care of the people who mean something to me, but fuck the rest of these people who are just like grabbing after wealth.
Yeah.
And also super smart in OP to like, you know, invest in CDs and like make some smart money decisions too.
Yeah.
I can't, like in OP's position, if I had that, you know, terrible family, I think I might do the same.
Yeah. I would double, like, I like how she kind of like doubled down on the people she did care about. Like her little sister, I believe, where she like, not only did she do the 4 to 6 years of college, but also a car and a down payment for a house. That will really set her up in a nice position where she won't be financially stressed.
Exactly.
And the only thing that confuses me is the mother. So it sounds like the mother did like broke her back trying to give OP the best childhood possible, but odd that she didn't explicitly mention like, oh, here, since she's explicitly mentioned the sister, I'm surprised she didn't mention. I feel
like she should take care of the mom too.
Yeah, and I was kind of assuming earlier in the update that that's what she was going to do, but
it doesn't seem like it.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to that. Maybe she did and just didn't mention it. That would be kind of weird.
If she didn't, is that kind of like an a-hole move?
I feel like that is an a-hole move because it's like, you know, the mom sacrificed
everything
so much. I mean, oh my God. And you know, the little sister, like, yeah, it sounds like the little sister, like the mom sounds like a complete piece of work. Like, and OP wants to like, you know, loves her, appreciates her, wants to set her off right. But like the little sister hasn't had to gone through an entire childhood of working 3 jobs to like provide. Mom should be first in line from the knowledge we have from the story.
I think so too. I think OP might be a little bit of an a-hole to like not, especially with such a massive windfall, to not just give a little bit to your mother that gave you so much seems like an oversight.
I'm double checking really quickly just to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she was explicitly mentioned. So yeah, that's if the mom didn't get anything, that would definitely be weird to me. Yeah, the rest of the family though, like I think that they are all probably the a-hole because letting money get in the way of your relationship like that, I feel like is not the move.
Yeah, kind of.